Big storms rolling through the Houston metro area right as we speak, including a tornado warning and then a long stretch of severe warnings going from south of Houston all the way to the Gulf Coast. And this is not the only area we're watching today. You can see likelihood of severe weather all along the Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, even Florida into the overnight. Brazoria and Harris counties right now under a tornado warning, and then you can see that entire line worn down off to the west of Freeport for gusty, damaging winds. We want to get into this tornado warning, though. This is now along Interstate 45 that we've got our area of rotation, and it's tightened up, too. You're looking at the area of velocity, and we've got the radar down here. So behind me, greens are moving towards that, reds away from it, so that's showing us our counterclockwise rotation. So we've got the rotation within the storm, and again, that couplet, that's what we call that area where the red and green are tied up against each other, has tightened up. So now in this latest scan, here it is, again, just off now to the east of Interstate 45. So we are south of Pasadena, right around Alameda Genoa Road. So this is Highway 3 for those of you familiar with the area. And where is this headed? Genoa, Red Bluff Road, areas north of Space Center Road. You're all going to be affected by this. There's our area of correlation coefficient and a very well-defined dropout here. So we've got a tornado in progress. I want you to get to that safe spot now if you are in the area. So what this is showing us, and it just showed up in the last few scans, anything red, that's meteorological debris. So that's raindrops or hailstones, something meteorologically related, right? Something that's here, green, yellow, here we've got the white, that's something that is not a meteorological object. This is debris now being picked up. So whether it's tree debris, structural debris, that's unknown, but started right here around Alameda Genoa Road, and at latest check, it has moved off to the north and east. So Sam Houston Parkway South, obviously this is an area where I hope you're not out there. The storm is in progress. We've got a tornado in progress. Spencer Highway also in play. Red Bluff Road up towards the Spencer Highway area. Anywhere in this zone, Vista Road, this storm moving right over your area. This is areas south of Pasadena, Texas. Again, we are on the south side of Houston, and we've got a tornado in progress. This is a very well-defined area of debris. So this is a tornado debris signature that would tell us we've got a tornado ongoing as we speak. Again, north of Sam Houston Parkway to south, but this is going to intersect this. These storms have been moving very, very quickly, and you can see that little notch here. We've got really heavy rain. It's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to see this, and a very well-defined area of rotation. So greens, again, towards the radar, reds away. We've got a very well-defined area of counterclockwise rotation. We've got a very well-defined area of debris. You look at something like this in a metro area, obviously not good news. We've got a tornado that is doing damage as we speak, moving towards the Golden Acres area at 2:24, Lomax at 2:30, and LaPorte at 2:33 local time. Get to your safe spot. If you know somebody out there on the roads, give them a call. They need to get off the roads. This is moving towards the Spencer Highway area, Genoa, Red Bluff Road on the north side of town. We've got that area that's a very well-defined area of rotation. We've got that area of debris. So unfortunately, places like Crenshaw Road, Preston Avenue, Burke Road, these are communities that are going to be affected or are currently being affected, and this is moving off towards the north and east. This is the south side of the Houston metro area. So we've got a tornado in progress, unfortunately. And I want to bring Mike and Dr. Nab back in because we've got, again, a tornado in progress here on the south side of Houston. This is happening. So our correlation coefficient showing it, our velocity signature also showing it. We've got a storm that's now moving up towards 146. Dr. Nab, Deer Park, all of these communities in big danger.
Yeah, and Baytown is not far downstream, so a lot of areas at risk here as this whole nasty line moves eastward. And we think about Beaumont, Port Arthur, and Lake Charles before too much longer as the winds in general are strong. Look at Lake Charles is already gusting to 40, so that's going to be an issue even if you don't get a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning. But for the time being, the business end of everything here is this line. Now, this is not the cold front. Okay, this is a convergence line that's kind of out ahead of the front. The cold front would be back here. So you do have one more line to get through, but this is where we have maximized the drafts that are rotating, where we've got the the lift and the instability and the really strong wind shear has really maximized here just south of I-10, and that's why that tornado possible area there is something to watch very closely, because this area of rotation that is currently responsible for a tornado warning, look at how long-lived that mesoscale area of rotation is. This is pretty much the same mesocyclone that produced the tornado warning back when we were in the Fresno, Texas area. So this is, Mike, we've got a tornado emergency now, so let's go over to you so we can get the details on that.
Yeah, so from around Lake City over toward Baytown, we now have a considerable tornado that is hitting us here on the southeast side of the Houston metro. So from Pasadena to Baytown and north and east from there, there's the tornado right there. It's on the Sam Houston Tollway just outside of Pasadena on its way toward LaPorte. Again, tornado emergency in effect now. Chambers, Harris, and Liberty counties here in the Houston metro area with a tornado that has gotten considerably stronger and considerably larger here. It's an observed tornado that will last now, the warning at least, until 3 o'clock local time. Baytown, Deer Park, Pasadena, all these places. Get to your safest location as fast as you possibly can with a tornado bearing down on us right now. When will it be in Deer Park? 2 minutes from now. You've got to go now. You've got no time to waste. In Baytown, 2:37 is when it arrives for you, so you've got maybe about 11 minutes or so before it's in there, on your way down toward Old River Renfrey, where you've got about another 20-ish minutes or so before the tornado comes in for you. I want to take a look at a couple of different things here on the radar to specifically point out to you what's happening with it. As clear a signature as you could possibly find on the radar, this thing really ramped up quickly. And so right now in Pasadena, so right at, say, Sam Houston Tollway and Spencer Highway, we have a tornado at Red Bluff Road and Spencer Highway at this point. So if you're familiar with that location, or maybe near Deer Park, headed near Underwood Road and Independence Parkway, right along Highway 225, these are areas that are going to be impacted by a very large, powerful tornado that is doing damage right now. And right in this area around Deer Park, you've got homes and businesses, and that's moving off to the northeast at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. So next in line is going to be Center Street here, East Boulevard here, and then Independence Parkway is right there. Then that storm moving in this direction will come across Highway 225 probably in a matter of a minute or so. Again, if you're hearing any of these locations being called out here, Bayway, Decker Drive, LaPorte, Spencer Highway, all these places, you are in grave danger right now with a significant tornado occurring as we speak. It's circled right there, and what this is doing is it's showing you the location where debris is being located by the radar. So what the radar is going to do is going to filter out anything that's not precipitation, and when it sees a different signal that comes and returns back to the radar, it's picking that up as something other than a raindrop or a hailstone or a snowflake. And so this is why it assigns it a different color. And right now the tornado over Center Street moving northeast. So Center Street to Highway 225 to East Boulevard, all these locations, the tornado is there. You have to take shelter right away to protect yourself. So inside an interior room on the ground level of your building is where you want to be. Whether you're at home, whether you're at work, whether you're at school, that is a place that could save your life. It could be a hallway, it could be a bathroom, it could be a closet. Get down low, cover your head, and just wait until the worst is gone. What you're really trying to do is put barriers between you and the outside. So put as many walls and as many floors between you and that tornado, because an upper floor is going to be a very dangerous place for you to be, because as soon as the roof is compromised, then the walls can cave in, and basically you've invited the tornado inside your home. So right now, right over Center Street and Luella here, right near East Boulevard, we have a tornado that is on the ground doing damage. That is a very scary signature there, Dr. Nab and Alex, on the radar. We don't often see them like that, but this is in a highly populated area where there's a lot of stuff to hit, unfortunately.